Hitler took his time in getting to the bad stuff. When he was first elected, it was after he'd been to jail. In fact, he wrote his book, Mein Kampf, in prison. And everyone had sort of written him off. I mean, at least the people who sort of sensed that the guy was office rocker. Like, there's no way anyone's going to take him seriously. And that's exactly what happened. Something to keep in mind is that his Mein Kampf was sort of a multi-page masturbation of his victimization complex. Him thinking that he was the one who'd been robbed during World War I, or that his people, his Vaterland, had been robbed during World War I, and that somebody had to pay, because there was no way he thought the German people could have actually lost, that the German army and military could have actually lost World War I. There was no sense of humility. And he grew up in a broken home too. And so when people say there's a historical parallel between what we see happening now and what happened then, you can believe it. But one of the differences was his age. So Hitler was young. He had a whole political career that he could go and sort of rehabilitate once he got out of prison. And Donald Trump is frail and old and decrepit, and the weight of all his lifetime of sins and crimes is weighing him down. So, word to the wise, it was after Hitler got through that whole period of rebuilding himself from scratch after the beer hall push that he got the German people on his side, and he did travel relentlessly across the country. Sound like someone you know? 2016 ringing a bell? And he kind of bought the love of Germans by embracing what were actually very socialist sorts of policies. And then he really pushed for there to be kind of FDR style programs and things to make the middle class and happier. But then he started pitting people who were in the cities against those who were, quote unquote, their suburbs, their middle class, right? And they called them the true people of Germany. Again, yet another parallel. So all that's to say, he took his time warming the German people up to the idea of fascism. And it can happen again. Because if you don't learn the lessons of history, you're doomed to repeat them.